Hello, Brentwood students and chess players. Uh, I miss you so much. This is Coach Elena, as you recognize me. Um, we're gonna finish our chess club, our chess lessons online now. I miss you so much. I hope you're doing great, and I'll see you next school year, probably. Now we're gonna uh, work online. Today we're gonna do notations for you because we didn't yet. So why it's so important to annotate? It means to record chess game moves. What we have to know to do records for the playing chess game. We need to know piece names like this. So Q for queen, K for king, R for rook, B for bishop, and knight, N for knight. We need to know special symbols like capture, X for capture, promoting equal sign, castling on a king side 0-0, castling on a queen side 0-0-0, 3 zeros, and check plus sign, checkmate, number sign, maybe you will need stalemate, so S with the one line. If you play games at home or at a chess tournament, so you will need to notate on a notation sheet at a chess tournament, just putting your name, your opponent's name, and recording your game chess moves. You have to do yours if you play white, and you have to do your opponent's if your opponent play black or opposite. So to start recording the moves, so if I'm gonna make a first move like king pawn e4, and black gonna do d4, and now I'm ready to capture. White side is ready to capture black, so I'm capturing this. Pawn, as you saw on that board, has no name, only square name. So we need to know square names too. We talked about that, you remember probably very well. Every single lesson they started with the square names. So white pawn on a e4 and black pawn on a d5 square. So white is capturing on a d5. How I have to write it? So this is pretty simple. A very first move, e4 and black d5. Just like this. So now we're ready to start to play game and notate moves. We will start with the king pawn e4. After you made a move, you have to notate, you have to record it right away. Anyway, after you delete or forget it, will be completely forgotten and you won't be able to remember later. So it's very important. You made a move and you have to write it down. E4. Black gonna do same. Moving king, pawn on e5. Okay, so we did very first move on both sides. Now white is moving knight out and attacking black's center pawn. Knight has name, so capital N on the F3 square name. All right, and black, because knight is attacking center pawn, so black gonna protect that pawn, moving D6. Pawn D6. Very next move, bishop gonna be moved, developed on B5. So an attacking king, king in check. Bishop is checking king, so would be capital B, square name B5, and special symbol check plus sign. So now black king in check. Black's gonna might move king out, but it's not ready, so they're gonna block with the bishop. That check will be blocked with the bishop. So capital B and D7, square name D7. Bishop, white bishop will capture black bishop and check again. So capital B, bishop, capturing bishop, capital B on a D7 and check again, plus sign. On a black's turn, able to recapture bishop on D7. So capital N, knight name, capturing bishop on D7 square. Now white decided to move knight out. Capital N on C3. And black almost ready to castle on the queen side, but he have to develop queen first. So queen moves E7, and white is castling on the king side. So 0-0 on the king side, and black side is castling on the queen side. So this is gonna be 0-0-0. 3 zeros on the queen side and 2 zeros on the king side. Here is difference. Okay, students, now we made a few moves and we castled kings on both sides, so we are ready for the middle game. I would like you to play with the family members, with the friend maybe, siblings, and try to notate. In the very beginning, notation gonna slow you down a little bit, but they just practice to do that, and later will be smooth and nice. So very encourage you to do that every single day probably, so you have fun and enjoy playing chess. Good luck.